Hello, hello, hello everybody. It's Ruby. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. We're going to be getting, my guys are telling me we're supposed to figure out what the tea is, what's going on right now. All right. I'm getting marrying for money on the split here as I'm holding my two cards. So this is definitely already turning into a third party reading, interestingly enough. So there's somebody who is a third party with the situation that you're involved with that is very irritated by your shine. So they must know about you in some way. All right. So let's get a little bit more. If this isn't your story, please check out a lot of my other videos. I got a lot of videos. Tell me more about this. Fake smiles. So this person, this third party energy is very fake. It's fake. Impersonator. So they could be impersonating you. Wants to be like you, acts like, dresses like, looks like, or copies you, and ignoring. So you're either unaware of this or you are aware of it and you're kind of ignoring this situation because I just heard it's not within your vibe. It's kind of outside the vicinity of the kind of things that you would involve yourself with. So this card for me is all about people who are desperate, right? So like trying to do things to gain someone's attention, to keep someone from leaving, perhaps, that kind of energy. Okay. So let's get some tarot out and figure this out. Let's get a tarot card for this vibe here. I'm seeing Seven of Swords. So this is definitely karmic. This is like someone who is learning karmic lessons as a result of being a part of this situation. Okay. I feel like this is the other person. So they could be married or they could just be in a relationship. We got Two of Wands, the Lovers, the Emperor, there's that other person, right? And Three of Swords. This is definitely about choices. This is definitely about involvement with other parties with the Three of Swords here and the Impersonator card. This is definitely a third party reading. This person is coming into their power here with a decision that they're going to be making. So we have Gemini energy and we also have Aries. Okay. The other person that they're with they're realizing this person is actually fake. They're realizing this person is an impersonator to the real thing, which they view as being you. And they are sitting at the precipice of a decision point here with the Two of Wands and the Lovers. It's like, I'm getting ready to take charge and make a decision with the heart. And they're showing me an M or a W here that could be relevant for somebody. That could be part of somebody's name. But this person is very heartbroken. They feel like they made the wrong decision in the past, right? With the Four of Cups underneath. So they feel like this was a missed opportunity. Okay. They felt trapped in what they were in some way. There was some sort of trapped type energy, and it was very difficult for them to deal with actually being in that situation with this other person. And it was been very heartbreaking for them. So they may not have felt like they were able to leave. And you may or may not have been aware of that. Okay. So let's get a little bit more. On the split, we got Ace of Cups. So they're really wanting this new beginning with you. Why is this decision happening now? Why is this decision happening now? Okay, that just like rolled out. Four of Pentacles. Okay, and Seven of Wands. So fighting to hold back, right? Or holding someone down, holding someone from trying to keep from making a decision. So I'm seeing an image of a spring, somebody who has been pushed down, been trapped. trapped out in the cold. They haven't even been able to be your friend. They haven't even been able to have a regular relationship with you in any sort of way. They've been completely trapped in this other scenario here, and I'm seeing a spring where it just gets pushed down and pushed down and pushed down, and this feeling trapped, and I'm just having a hard time even putting my words together in terms of the feeling that I'm getting as I tap into this energy. It's it's stifling. It feels fake. It doesn't feel genuine. I'm seeing 7 of Swords in my head. So it's becoming too much for this person now. Yeah, I see 9 of Swords here with the King of Cups on the floor. So that's what I'm saying. It's becoming too much now, and Spirit is confirming with that little ridiculousness as my cards were coming out. Okay. So if something like that happens in a reading, it's part of the reading, right? So they're anticipating and waiting on this change, okay? Anticipating and waiting on this change. Okay. So what's in their heart space here? Let's get to that. Ace of Pentacles in the Chariot. So yeah, they do want to make this real and tangible. This isn't just, okay, I want to have a new beginning of love. No, they want to plant the seed for something in the future that is very important. And again, this is the Emperor that drives the Chariot. So this is all about them taking control over their own life, and that's what they're feeling. I think that things are very much in disarray in this other situation. I feel like this other person who's fake, this karmic type like vibes, that energy, whoever that is becoming more and more and more desperate. Okay. Okay, intentions. Queen of Pentacles with the 9 of Wands. So they're having to sit through this last little bit here. Again, I feel like they've been trapped. So they're the wounded warrior at this point. So they're intending on persevering over this until they can get to the end of this situation. They're going to have to just ride it out until they get to a point where they are able to take full action. Okay, so they're showing me 4 of Pentacles in terms of timing. So this has been going on for a while. It could be several years, up to 4 years. Pentacles are years in timing. Okay. Page of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, 8 of Swords. There's something that this person has learned that they have to talk about. It's going to be something that they're going to have to make decisions on and communicate with you, but also with this other person. So the King of Swords is usually somebody who is not in a relationship because they're divorced, or they've been through the ringer in past relationships, but they're usually single. They don't have to be technically like actually divorced, but it's like this knowledge about what they have learned about this other situation, and also the third party situation that you guys have been in general. They're cutting themselves free. They're releasing themselves from it. They're the only ones that can actually do that. Okay, so I was asking about like what's coming in, so I guess I'll get the after tarot here. Coming in over the next month or so for this situation. Knight of Cups. Wow. King of Wands in reverse. And the Ace of Cups. So this chapter is getting ready to close with the World energy. I have to cover some certain parts of the body here. But this huge chapter is closing with this entire situation. This person can't make passionate moves towards you at this point because they're still having to deal with their King of Swords energy, where they're having to make these decisions and these cuts in their lives. First, to release themselves and to speak their truth, which is part of their their karma that they must deal with, okay? But they're intending and will be coming in with a love offer towards you, but the passionate side is going to have to wait until this is fully tied up, okay? And in the meantime, they're trying to ignore this other person's shenanigans. And another funny word that I'm hearing is kerfuffle. So there's some kind of like 5 of Wands type energy that's going on, maybe involving other people, like in a manipulative way. So it could be some sort of triangulation or other thing, people getting involved where they're like involving other family members or other friends to be like, so and so said he's gonna leave, blah 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 blah, and they're trying to like get other people to help them get this person who's getting ready to leave back under their control, which isn't going to happen, right? So let's see if there's anything this person wants to say. Yeah, I was like, normally I get message cards, but I'm like, that wants to come out in the tarot, but this is the 2 of Cups in the after tarot. So in the 2 of Cups in the after tarot, they're embracing. They're not just holding their cups out to each other. What this person says is they want nothing more than to get a hug from you. It's almost like they need your energetic presence. They need your energetic positivity. They need to know that you're there for them as a friend, even after they felt like they put your entire relationship, including your friendship, to the side for whatever reason, like whatever drama was going on, right? And they feel bad about that because you are like their best friend and potential like partner, and you're the one person they would want a hug from more than anyone else at this time. So that's what I have for you right now. If this is your story, please let me know in the comments, and I will be back for your next video. Bye.